something you want to say over here?
I really don't want to do these music videos.
There's your lucky mug.
Aw, thank you.
Congratulations. We're starting up Hebrew after being off for 3 or 4 weeks, and we haven't like looked at it once since we were on vacation.
What's this? What letter does it have in the middle? And what are these? What's this? Which means? Which means? What's that mean?
We are heading out to lunch for our Thursday goals meeting. We'll see how the kids did this week. All right, how did you feel about goals this week?
Really crappy.
Alright. Eden, how did you feel about goals this week?
I got them all done, but I don't want to do any more.
Seven, how did you feel about goals this week?
Well, I barely got it done.
One of the things that we see around our house nowadays is these kids are like stressing out about their goals. And Cammy and I actually kind of like that right now because it's kind of an unusual sight around our house. In the past, the problem we've had is the kids are bored and they're looking for something to do and they just harass each other. But now we feel like there's a lot more challenge. It's been a big change in tone around our house. As a parent, we feel like it's our job to kind of not just keep our kids busy by having them do stupid stuff, but by casting a vision that helps direct their talents and time and energy. So that's why we feel better, I think. How does it feel having goals throughout the week?
I liked it better when we didn't have goals.
It's pretty hard. Some weeks it feels like you're winning, and then some weeks the whole week is ruined because of my goals. And it's really hard because once we're done with our goals, usually it's like an hour before is when I'm done with my goals. And then I come here and I feel really good, and then I get 3 more goals.
Seven, what's it been like having goals throughout the week?
Hard.
You guys are gonna have to do something. The question is, do we just turn it over to a random curriculum, or do your mom and I decide? Or do they get to come up with their own goals? So we've decided to let them kind of come up with their own goals. Plan.
It's 4 days since we did the marathon. My legs feel pretty good, but my abs are killing me from the workout yesterday morning.
I'm getting a quick energy snack. I always do that for the run.
Today is such a beautiful day. There's days when I don't really feel like running and it's just hard work. And then there's days like this. We didn't have a ton of time, so we're just doing a 4-mile run. But the weather's nice, not feeling too tired. It's just good to be out here. I felt like my schedule was like too busy to run, but that's sometimes how I know that I need it the most. Look at Cammy.
Carry this silly thing.
My legs are so sore from this run in the marathon still. They're still sore.
Tonight is a really unusual night for me. For the last 3 or 4 or 5 years, I have tried very hard to not schedule things in the evenings or weekends. That's just like such prime family time, and if you knew our family before this time, you would see that this was not always the case, and we had stuff all the time, like stuff just came up. But tonight I'm going to a meeting instead of our normal story times, and the reason is because in 12-step groups you have a sponsor, and my sponsor lives in Seattle, and I've known this older man for about 8 years. And he suggested that I go to all the meetings in the Cincinnati area at least once to check them out. Now, this is not something I wanted to do at all. I mean, I go to 2 meetings a week already, so I already feel like I'm getting plenty of this 12-step business stuff, community, confession, God, whatever. So to take evenings and Saturdays, and you know, there's about, I think, 10 meetings around that I'm supposed to check out. This is my second one so far. But there's this concept of submission that becomes really important. And when submission matters is when I actually don't want to do something. I mean, that's really the only time it matters. It's like, you know, this thing doesn't make any sense to me, but I'm actually still deciding to do it because of the concept of submission. And one of the things I've learned is that deciding to get my own way all the time will yield certain results. And when you look at most of my life, deciding to get my own way did not work out. Really, in light of that, this whole idea is saying, you know what, there's actually benefits in actively saying, I'm gonna turn my will, my desires over to someone who I trust, someone who has my best interest in mind, someone who is older than me and knows more than I do. And I think in the past, especially in the, like church areas or areas of spirituality, I've probably done this too much because I was like looking for a hero or looking for like an easy way out, you know, like to not take responsibility for actions. And it was just like very simple to say, okay, they told me, so I'm gonna do it. But I don't think that means I'll never submit. So I'm not exactly sure how submission works in my life, but I know it's something I want. I know it's something that's good for me. There's that one law, is it like science or philosophy or something that says, I think it's like thermodynamics, objects in a closed system lend themselves to more chaos. On a cellular level, on a galactic level, it's just like one of those accepted laws. The decision to submit to someone else is a way of opening up that system. Because if I just like stay in my own brain, things get more chaotic. And we've seen this in marriage with reading books or even getting counseling.
Or for you guys, even having the courage to watch vlogs like this that challenge the way you think is a way of breaking old patterns. We will always go towards chaos. That's what that law kind of says. So this is my shot at continually opening up, keeping my system open so that I can grow and so our family can grow. But sometimes it's just easier to have a closed system.